God, it's fucking easy.
Stamper, do you like candy corn?
Hey, wait.
I actually do like candy corn.
Why don't we just agree to disagree, even though Halloween is far superior?
Oh, God damn it, Stamper.
Do you know what I'll agree?
You're wrong. That's what I'll fucking agree to. Everybody in the comments is gonna say, guys, rate your favorite holidays beginning to end. Here's what everybody's gonna say.
Let me fucking tell you something.
Christmas,
Let me tell you
Halloween,
something.
Thanksgiving, Easter.
This is the last thing I
President's
remember.
Day.
Easter? Dude, Zach, go home. No,
That's at the end. That's at the end. That's the
tell you
it
something.
shouldn't even be in your fucking list. Easter.
What other holiday? What other day has
Really? Easter?
What other day has peeps and baby Jesus crawling out of a hole?
What other day has you walking around as your fucking childhood self, digging the shittiest candy out of grass?
You know what
only to
fucking
eat it and be
Easter?
disappointed?
Do you know what Easter
And
is?
then someone preaches to you about fucking Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Fuck Easter.
Did you
kidding
ever
me?
die and crawl out of a hole and fucking walk around in sandals and eat eggs? I didn't think so.
Easter is the most bullshit holiday of the year.
Hey, Stamper.
Maybe somebody can agree with me on that.
I'm sorry,
I agree,
Christopher
I agree
Columbus
with that.
Day is a great day.
I agree Easter's bullshit. And I think
Hey.
sandals suck to wear.
Do all of you guys get Easter eggs on Easter Sunday? Do you get Easter eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Easter, it's not about the...
You're fucking little.
I'm trying to be the voice of reason.
Well, be the voice of reason. Don't be a 12-year-old boy.
You would love
Up on stage with the fucking light shining down while you hold your
You're Charlie
microphone.
Brown. Yeah, you're fucking, what's his name from the Christmas special, the Peanuts Christmas special.
Guys, you don't always have to gang up on people, you
Shut
know?
up, you fucking faggot. Let's next.
Let me fucking tell you
I'll
something.
give it to you.
Let me think. All right,
Christmas could have been
hold on.
great.
Okay, what is Halloween, all right? It's that one day where you get candy.
Stale candy.
Oh, what's that?
No, it's not. You're looking at it
Hold on!
wrong.
What's that one day? You were at school for the first half of Halloween. Christmas is better. You get longer. You get 2 weeks off.
Wait, can I talk for a
So
second?
it's like President's Day. Oh, I fucking love President's Day. Who's the 14th president of the United States? Oh no, I get the fucking day off.
Stamper, can I actually talk for
That's
real?
actually a good thing, though.
You guys
People love Halloween. You got the day off.
You guys!
Let's think of. Hold on, one more thing.
Silence!
Here's the thing. What is that? Oh, it's Halloween. Can I have the day off, boss? No, fuck you. It's not a real holiday.
I think they're not.
Christmas is celebrated more, so it wins by default. The end.
No, wrong. You're wrong. You're
How?
wrong. You're
How?
totally
Would
wrong.
you rather get...
You know what? Even if
Hold
I
on,
lose
hold on.
this argument, I still fully support Halloween is better.
Hold on. Would you rather get a blowjob?
No,
Would you
wrong.
rather get a blowjob? Would you rather get a blowjob?
No,
if your girlfriend was dressed as a Halloween character or a Christmas character?
Halloween.
A hot elf sucking your D.
I don't want
Sorry
fucking
language.
Wait, you guys, what if holidays are subjective and some people like the atmosphere of other holidays more than others?
I'm sorry, but maybe
I would rather
Have you forgotten
I would
about
rather have a President's Day blowjob. Hey, Blinky, look at me in the eyes and suck my dick.
Those are other holidays that are also celebrated by Christmas. Oh, what's that? More percentages? Wow!
No.
Give me more right here.
You were talking about.
Corey's fucking pulling his chips in, dude.
Hey.
Corey's taking his chips while you sit there and cry with your one fucking...
I'm gonna put it all down on 6.
No.
Give me a 6, baby.
I'm not even
Give me a
worried.
6.
I'm not even worried because I'm choking.
Why is there piss coming down your leg then?
It's beer. I spilled it.
Piss. It's
Corey.
pee.
What is? You guys keep talking about this fucking bullshit atmosphere that Christmas supposedly
I will
has.
say-
what is Christmas atmosphere?
Jesus.
Dude, no, seriously, the atmosphere...
Fuck Jesus. It's not
Start over.
The
Are
atmosphere...
you serious?
The atmosphere-
No, he's
You
joking.
almost crucified yourself. Start over.
Okay, can I go first? Atmosphere in Christmas is like people put in so much effort to decorate. Yeah, like if you go buy a house on Christmas and you see the like
Hot chocolate by a
Yeah,
fireplace.
my house looks better than your house.
Wait, guys,
By a nice tree with beautiful music playing while you talk to your family like, hey, I haven't seen you in any year. What's up?
Waking up on Christmas with snow everywhere, with a nice big tree, with hot cocoa is an amazing feeling.
It has nothing to do with fucking Christmas.
What are you doing at Halloween? What are you doing at Halloween? You put on fucking tights for 2 hours and get fucking
You can
candy?
do that in fucking November. It has nothing to do with fucking
That's supposed to be the day.
Candy, Halloween candy in November.
Yeah, but the world isn't.
Stamper likes dressing up. He likes dressing up in a little time.
Who doesn't?
But let me tell you something.
What?
F Halloween. F Halloween.
Let me say this.
I don't want to celebrate anymore. You're banned from Halloween.
I'll end this right now.
You can't ban
End this
me.
right now.
I'm gonna fuck every jack-o'-lantern I fucking see.
Just teach you a fucking lesson.
My last point.
I'm gonna come in the mouths of all the jack-o'-lanterns up the street. I'm gonna put the candles out, son.
My last point. I blow guys. That's so hard to get. I like the taste of dick. It's a good sensation. Stop
Zach!
arguing about it.
Zach, I agree. It's a hickory taste.
Dude,
Did you ever see The Grinch Stole Christmas? What happens at the end? He fucking becomes
It's
Christmas.
cancer, dude. He dies of cancer because
If you don't like Christmas, what's your favorite part about Republicans? The fact they try to ban masturbation or they hit their wives.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck are you talking about?
This podcast is brought to you by Mitt Romney.
Democrats, these fucking
Fucking well.
Republicans that don't like Halloween.
The Bush administration, brought to you by this podcast.
Corey,
Come on.
Do you celebrate Hanukkah, Corey?
Corey, let's sing the Grinch theme song with Stamper's name. Are you ready? Will be one. Will Stamper.
Stamper.
You really are.
You
You
really are a Grinch. You got a spider-eating smile and you
got
gotta
a big,
be on
you
trial.
got a big
Mr.
scary butthole, and spiders come out of it, and that's so
You're an idiot. You're dumb.
Maybe you should ask Santa for some new lyrics. Faggot.
Oh, listen, I went to Santa's place. I'm like, hey Santa, I'm on your side. He's like, sweet dude. He threw me a fucking Heineken, and I'm
He
like,
gave you a sheet
yes.
of shitty ass
And it-
lyrics.
You know, it is.
And then you know what I did? I banged Mrs. Christmas.
And you know something?
damn, reincarnation.
I was on the
Aren't you
street.
supporting Christmas?
I was on the street.
Yeah.
Corey, I was on the street and saw a really cool hunting. Oh!
And you're
I
like,
said-
wow, what a
I said,
fucking
I said,
nerd.
listen, you fucker, get up. Halloween doesn't win here. He said, I have cancer. I said, no excuses. Get the fuck out of here. And he went, oh, and he walked away. And I said, that guy's not allowed back on the block because I don't support Halloween. Oh, yeah, Stamper wants some fucking dental floss in your bag. Let's hear the glutes again. Well, here's an apple. Here's some dental floss.
What do I have in my filing cabinet? Oh, here, have some fucking Pepto-Bismol in case you shit
You
yourself
have
while the
paper and
candy.
strength theory. Wow, eat that, kids.
You want people to go to your
fact.
house and roast chestnuts over an open fire and fucking blow each other?
Here's a fact.
I probably would rather do that than watch fucking Jason reroll.
Osama bin Laden!
Bullshit.
Osama bin Laden's favorite holiday? Halloween. You are a terrorist!
It's Christmas. Christmas is a time of giving. Halloween is a time of taking. Black Friday. Done.
What?
Black Friday.
The thing that happens in November?
Deals out the
That's
way.
not Christmas
For
already.
Christmas?
Yeah, there's Christmas after every big
Well, are you trying to be negative or positive to my point of view?
positive.
Corey, people
To my
fucking-
point of view?
Corey, people trample each other, like break noses and
Yeah,
stuff,
dude.
kill each
For
other.
yeah, people have fucking killed each other.
For Halloween presents?
No,
for Christmas.
Christmas because it's so good.
I know, that sucks,
When
right?
was the last time you ever heard kids
That
kill
really
each other
makes-
for... Steve, I'm sorry. When was the last time you
side
saw
are you
those
on?
people storming into... Are
you even on your own
candy
side?
corn, plastic skeletons? Wow, wow. People trample each other in the news because they look at the fucking plastic skeleton and go, oh. And you press a stupid button. And by the way, fuck you, and fuck candy corn, and fuck stale mints, and fuck the dentist who gives kids
Let me
death
fucking tell you something.
Did you
Last
just
night,
try to turn the most negative Friday of all time against me?
I cannot understand. I mean,
Christmas,
yes.
Halloween, New Year's, Thanksgiving. Shut up. Die Hard, Christmas Vacation, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. You can still watch it on Christmas.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. Home Alone. Ever seen Home Alone?
You watch
Home Alone.
I mean, you can watch any movie on any holiday.
Did you ever watch the gay porn version of Home Alone? It's called Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. You lone gay.
Is that real? Is that real?
Christmas themed.
Is that real?
I made that up, but still.
Maybe. I don't.
You ever seen the gay version of Halloween? It's called Halloween.
The only gay porn.
It's called Halloween.
They ripped off fucking Christmas's version.
It's called Halloweener.
It's called Swalloweener. That's what it's called.
The only gay porn I saw was
That'd be
called.
good. You can have a guy spaghetti, but it's
Remember
steak and
Occupy
it's
Wall
nothing
Street?
at all. What's that?
The only gay porn I saw was when Occupy Wall Street was happening, and it was called Occupy My Ass. But I was wondering why it wasn't called Occupy Ball Street. Like there was so many better names than that.
Occupy My Ass is
That's pretty. That's alright.
it's pretty direct.
Not really though. It's,
Occupy my ass. There's only one way you can take that.
Why would someone make a fucking gay porn
didn't
after
wa- I-
Occupy Wall
I saw
Street?
Gay Brothers.
do they kiss?
I'm gonna leave that
Have you seen
silent.
Gay Brothers?
Is that Step Brothers?
It's like making a gay porn of like the land before time. There's like no reason for
There's
it.
been gay porn of them before time. It's called
The dick
Blowing
my
Guys
ass.
Before Time.
the man,
the dick
man
in my
before
ass.
time.
Tiny.
The dick before my ass.
So weird. You know something like the whole like porn store? It's like such a creepy novelty. You ever walk into a porn store and it's like
Every time you walk to a porn store, there's like this 47-year-old man kind of lumbering around with like overalls on.
it's like watching to make sure you don't fucking run out with an old VHS fucking of porn.
And then there's like some hip young girl there that's like,
Hey guys!
I'm gonna watch porno.
Yeah, do you want any toys? I like this one. This one is my favorite out of this collection.
Oh, dude, you
And then
remember?
the cashiers are always like, oh god.
I remember watching this one like lesbian porno with my friends, and this girl was eating out this girl's pussy, and she fucking queefed in her mouth like really loud fart, like. And then she fucking, and then she like played it off like it was nothing. It was like, and then she was like, dude, and she was playing it off like she didn't just get fucking pussy farted in the mouth. And it was the funniest shit. We rewound it like 20 fucking times. We brought everyone in because we were watching
Have you
porn
ever
secretly.
rented
It's
a
so
porno
funny.
before?
It's so funny when they do that.
I do.
They always do like it's the most awkward shit, and then they try to play it off and then try to be sensual like right after that. And it just doesn't work.
It's like yeah, you can't fucking play that. Yeah,
started laughing, we just had to stop.
we were talking and then we were like, yeah, Halloween superior. We all agreed at the end.
Is it?
Yeah,
Cool. Thanks, man.
yeah.
Do you agree?
No, you're a fucking asshole, dude. All three of you are still Christmas pussies. Halloween
Wow.
is far
No,
superior.
Stamper.
You can't back out
We
now.
agreed.
Stamper.
We agreed.
I do like Christmas and Halloween, but I don't know if I'm swayed. I think you did add a little bit to the Halloween, like.
Oh, you're a
Fucking
traitor.
no.
You're a race traitor.
I'm not.
Listen,
I'm not. But
I've been saying I like
Stamper
Halloween
brought
the
back
whole
Halloween
time.
to me, like.
The whole time.
He brought back.
You were the one that was
Halloween.
discussing like
Okay,
fucking
guys.
Christmas is the greatest music ever and all this nonsense.
Now what I
Yeah, all you guys are gonna fucking pussyfoot back and be like,
No,
well, that's not what
I'm not.
I
all
love
this,
Halloween.
All this talk of Christmas made me think that I'm not even like fucking remotely near my family. Maybe a little bit sad. So then Halloween is probably good.
Oh, whoops, bingo. Yeah, we're gonna go eat barbecue, dress up like ghouls,
Are we?
enjoy the whole fucking thing.
Are we?
And then you're gonna be alone at home on Christmas, bored, cold, fucking
Yeah, because everybody's going home for Christmas. Chris is going home for Christmas. Are you going?
Because you're not getting that Xbox anymore.
Yes,
You're
Corey's
not-
going-
You're not unwrapping
Corey's
shit
going.
anymore.
Corey's going home for Christmas. I think like it's just going to be me and you, Stamper.
I'm gonna be sitting at my computer.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's Christmas for you. It's fucking Thursday for me.
Yeah, it's
fuck
gonna-
Christmas.
Yeah, I think. This Christmas won't be a good Christmas.
Oh, this is just creepy. Okay.
Go on to the next question.
Okay. Nick Navarro on Facebook says, "What's your favorite
Navarro.
term? Navarro. What's your favorite term for vagina?
Pussy.
Cunt.
Minge
Big fucking big cunt.
That sounds like hinge.
or flange.
That's gross.
You know, like cunt?
Flange.
That sounds like something you get in a can. And
No,
fucking
Yeah, it
flange.
sounds like
Hashtag team pussy.
it sounds like spam,
Yeah,
dude.
team pussy is called
It
flange.
sounds like spam, dude.
When you walk into
That was
a
almost awkward, but it really wasn't.
when you walk into a nightclub with like just like young people, not like overage.
No, you don't go into a place. You're
just
like,
go-
Can I get some teen flan?
No,
Teen
flange.
Flange sounds like something you pour out like a dead chicken and do a
No,
fucking-
you go. Oh, the smell of fresh flange.
No, you go, oh man, oh, you
gross.
fucking flange it
It's
everywhere,
just like
dude.
something that I buy at Pet Boys to fix the
You know what flange
joint
is?
on my tire.
Do you know what flange is?
Cunt is also acceptable.
Cunt is good.
Flange.
David Cunt 40.
Flange.
Pussy, man, God.
I don't.
I hate the word vagina for the record. It's like so
Yeah.
fucking clinical.
Clinical. Yeah.
It's like, eat my vagina.
They need a term like dick, like a one syllable bang like that.
flange.
Kitty.
Flange. It sounds like a fucking dessert.
Dude,
man.
stick it in my
Well, I
flange.
guess it is.
Dude, flan is yeah.
Not flange.
No one's gonna remember that.
Guys, we have a question
God damn it.
from Gate 567.
Halloween is
He was
I like this guy's question.
Gate 567 asks, would you rather not have sex with a cat and have people believe you did, or have sex with a cat but nobody will find out?
Have sex with a cat, nobody will find out.
Wait,
How fat is the cat?
How hot is the cat?
so you either don't have sex with a cat,
But everyone thinks you did, or
Whatever.
you really fucked the cat but nobody figures out. I don't care if anyone thinks I fucked the cat.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
do that
no,
one.
I would not harm a poor cat. I wouldn't do that.
So I would let everyone think I fucked the cat up the ass.
yeah.
Really hard
Wait,
until
no
I
one said.
came.
Wait, no one said that. No,
Fucked
no
it
one
really
said
hard up the ass when nobody was home. Sushi cried, she got away.
oh, that was like a Freudian slip. You've done that.
I did. I fucked it. I mean, nobody was home. I mean,
Sushi Sushi has got a nice booty.
That's why she's so skittish.
No.
She sees you and she fucking bats for
She has fucking PTSD, dude. She remembers me fucking her up the ass.
If someone was walking around going, "You fuck cats," I'd be like, "Dude, you have no idea what you just stirred up because I'm gonna start so many rumors about you."
But what's that?
Yo, you fucking two
dogs.
cats.
Yeah. Well, that guy fucked 2 of them.
This guy's an asshole. He's Guy Saggy on Facebook said, Zach, by the way, dumb shit, it's with a H, not a K, so you're wrong too, motherfucker.
Oh, you gotta spell it the Jewish way, not the
No.
Zach Morris cool hip way.
Zach, can you say smegma without SH? I was raised calling it schmegma. That's why I kept saying smegma.
You're
I
actually
know,
wrong. It's smegma.
I know it's smegma, but it's like, okay, schmegma is the nuclear of
Yeah, which is wrong.
Smegma.
Which is wrong.
My point is,
Incorrect.
I was ready to say schmegma. It's
You know, smegma is a clinical term.
Zach, lower your voice. You're wrong.
Hey, let me
Deal
say,
with it.
hey Guy, can you spell my name without putting a K at, you fucking moron?
Assume
Ain't that hard,
responsibility.
dumbass?
Assume responsibility. You were wrong.
I was wrong, but so is this motherfucker. Hey, by the way, Guy. Okay. And by the way, I don't even like your comment because it sucked. Okay, David Conforti asks, who would win in a fight, Adolf Hitler or Zach? Come on, Stamper.
Well, David Cunt Farty.
Yeah.
I would call him David Confetti.
Yeah,
because, you know, he's
man.
throwing
Alright, let me
parties.
think, Zach. Adolf, who has a fucking armada behind him.
No.
No, this
Bare
is me.
knuckle, stripped down,
This is bare knuckle.
topless.
Let's see, Adolf Hitler, the fucking dude with like cataracts and like diabetes and stuff, he'd follow by knock his fucking teeth
I don't
out.
have diabetes, but I do admit he had a very...
Hitler would
He
turn
had asthma and
around.
stuff.
Hitler would turn around.
to me, Zach.
Hitler would turn
Stamper
around.
was, not Stamper.
Hitler would turn around. Guess what? He has a
Hitler was
beautiful
brilliant.
ass, and you
He had, like,
can't help
asthma,
but
and he had
fuck
like
it.
fucking cataracts and like come on, they be coming back, get him slap his teeth back up when he gets back up. Corey, Magnificent Steiner says, first of all, he's making fun of you for saying first of all so much. What do you have to say to this fucking idiot?
Oh, man.
What's his name?
You know how you always like, first of all.
Magnificent Steiny knows
And then I cut in with something that's completely off topic.
You say first of all, and you say another point, you say first of all. Most people say first of all, and they never say it again.
What's his name?
Oh, Corey's
What's his name?
a little bit offended here, actually.
Steiner, Senior.
Hey, Magnificent Senior. Fucking geriatric fuck. First of all, fuck you.
Second of all, have a nice day. Ricardo Niehoff says, if you were rich, what would you do? And would you give a fuck about what other people think about what you would do with the money?
What's define rich?
Like,
If you had unlimited money, if you-
you get $1 million every year on a dot, exactly, $1 million. After taxes.
After taxes.
After taxes.
Like, I would go, like, I would do what I do now. I just go to a restaurant and be like,
I don't think I'd live any differently. I
can
live in the same place.
Can I have the most expensive liquor and have like 8 of them?
Exactly.
Yeah, I would live completely like I would live the same way.
I wouldn't
but
have to
I would
worry
tip
about
more.
money.
That's it.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I'd love to do
$100.
that. I'd love to, like, one
That's
day
the
go to a
thing,
restaurant
like,
and just make someone day and just give them a shit.
If I had money to just spend willingly, I would do the same thing because I don't really want to go out and do stuff.
No.
Call me boring.
I mean, the only benefit would be, well, I could see, I could do a little bit more
Benefit,
stuff.
you don't have to worry
I'd
about
have a
rent
bit more,
ever.
better equipment for like what I like to do, and but I'd live pretty much the same way.
Pretty much everybody I know, like, we live by pretty simple means. Like, we eat when we're hungry. We have to pay our rent. If we need jeans, it's because we need jeans, and we have to go out and buy them.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you something. I had my same pairs of shoes to a point where I had a hole that I could stick my entire foot through, and it was like, well, I guess I need new shoes now because I just stepped in a puddle of water and it went all the way inside my shoe. So I don't give a fuck. Like, I wear the same clothes I've been wearing for like 4 years.
I don't have, I don't know, like, I've never wanted a fucking mansion or a boat, or I'm happy with very simple things.
I can't imagine what you do with all that stuff, honestly. I would want
If
to be...
anything, it's more responsibility.
Yeah, I'd feel worried, like, having that much money because I feel like I'd fuck up.
If I could pay rent to get food whenever I was hungry, I would.
Yeah, I could just go to fucking
content.
McDonald's.
I think we're all on the same page in here.
I seriously balance it in that way. It's like all this extra shit is more responsibility versus like all the other people I know that could probably use a helping hand.
Oh yeah,
I would also-
I would
also-
give my fucking parents like half the money and be like, here you go.
Honestly, guys listening to this probably sounds like absolute bullshit, but I know these guys and they actually genuinely do say this stuff.
I would also like
Shit.
fund more projects. I would like give money to animators to help me with stuff.
Wait,
Like,
just to throw it up a bit, like what would you do? Yeah, you do that. What would you do with the money if you had more money? You know, like what that you can't do now. You know, it's like what.
I mean, honestly, like,
There's little shit you see all the time. Like you see a dude make an amazing project, and you're like, man, I wish you would have told me ahead of time because I have connections, or like I could have gotten you like you could throw money at people like
that's
go buy this audio collection here, it's great. Or like you see people that are struggling with like
That's what I do.
a broken Cintiq or something. It's like
for instance, like if there's a band I like, and I'm like, does anyone know about this band? I'd be like, I would give them money so they can
I would
tour.
also do it all. I would do it all anonymously too. I wouldn't want to be the fucking dude who's like, here, I wouldn't want to be that asshole.
Yeah.
So if I did give homeless guys money, I'd fucking wear a mask or something. You're like,
You'd be a superhero that gives out money.
nobody.
I wouldn't. I don't know. There's something wrong to
You know those
Random acts of kindness do not exist nowadays.
Yeah.
People are only kind if there's a camera in their face and it's
camera or a plaque or a credit or a tweet or a
YouTube
post.
channel.
I'm telling you,
channel.
like, I really, like, if I had money, like, if someone's just like, here's $500,000, I'd be like, no, sweet, now that I go to Outback, I can get, like, fucking, like 40 different, like, expensive $16 drinks and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'd like to think that
And
we
die of alcohol poisoning the first day.
we have enough close enough friends that are always on the ups and downs. Like a lot of our friends are always
Totally.
doing really well, and then next year, it's like if you can find a way to just like help everybody out, and you just become this machine like
Yeah,
this.
just this like mutual entity that like just helps each other out.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. That would be really cool.
That would be fucking awesome. So I guess that wasn't
The same thing we do now.
It's like so
We had an idea of what we wouldn't do, which is fucking stupid. Is we said we'd rehire the guys who sung like Hercules back in the day and make them re-sing the songs.
Corey had this really weird idea where it was like we would rewrite popular songs and hire the original dude to sing bullshit versions of popular songs.
It's replace the main words with fart.
Like you know that Hercules song, like Go the Distance?
oh like Aladdin, like I can show you the fart.
I can show you my ass. Sing
have
and
them- we
spread
have them-
apart and brown.
Professionally, like redo all the Disney songs and fucking release it.
Smell my fart tonight.
Corey, you are the biggest fucking idiot I've ever met in my life. God,
Guys, beep beep beep. Breaking news.
never give
New
Corey
question.
money.
New
Breaking
question.
news.
Matt Sylvester says, if you guys weren't doing animation, what would you be doing?
Lumberjack.
Really,
a lumberjack and
for you? What would you be doing if you couldn't draw, you didn't want to draw, something like that? What would your secondary thing be?
That's impossible because that's all I do.
Imagine that everything was stripped from you. Where would you imagine yourself being?
Playing music.
Okay.
I would learn how.
band.
I'd be a programmer. I'd learn how.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that too.
You're like surprisingly good at the trombone.
Yeah, yeah.
And you never bring it up. You
Yeah.
never mention
I
it.
can play it.
Don't. Don't.
Well, I played trombone since 6th grade.
Zach, I think you'd be doing something science related.
So 6,
I
7,
want to be a
8,
biologist
10,
or like a
11,
history
1, 2,
history
3,
professor or biologist, I think.
4, 5.
Fucking nerd.
I
Do you hear what I
would.
said, Zach?
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I figure I'd probably just mean a band or something.
Yeah.
Tell me about your day, Corey.
My day? I didn't do anything. I woke up in the morning, I watched a YouTube video, and then I went outside to eat Subway, and here I am.
Oh, for God's sake.
Thanks for the questions. This has been Sleepycast. We're going to answer your guys' questions every fifth podcast, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on.
Hopefully, probably.
yeah.
No promises.
Thank you for listening. This has been Zach.
Stamper.
Niall! Corey!
Gay.
I think it's great that we're doing this podcast so we can get all this shit off our chest.
You guys hear
I
that?
forget who brought it up, but it was actually a pretty good
What is
idea.
that?
Like,
Seriously, what is that?
we're like recording a podcast. What?
Did you not just hear that?
What?
There it is again.
What?
What are you talking about?
The fuck was, dude? Seriously, I think this place is hated.
That's it. That has to be.
There is a world as tangible as our own, impossible to see yet unavoidable to sense. A world enveloped by a seemingly unending ocean of forests. Buried deep in that forest, tucked away neatly within a blanket of twilight, lies a quaint little cabin. And in that cabin
is a bunch of guys who's bunch bullshit.
Welcome to the Sleepy Cabin annual podcast.
Brought to you by water. Africans don't have it.
They have water. It's just in their peed on.
Just accumulates blood. They drink blood. They
78% water.
bathe in each other's blood.
It accumulates in puddles.
They're made of 98.6.
It accumulates in tears that they drink.
Brought to you by that frothy mixture of blood and goat milk that the savages drink in Africa.
No!
They give you
Also called Mountain Dew. That's right, Mountain Dew sponsor.
Brought to you by Mountain Dew Code Red.
Frothy goat milk.
Yeah, frothy goat.
Brought to you by Coca-Cola. They sponsor slaves in China.
Brought to you by those pointy things Africans wear on their dicks. I don't know what they're called.
Fangs?
No, they're like little pointy cones, but they stick out really.
That'd be pretty cool, like body mod, if you got 2 little fangs and put it on the underside of your dick.
Brought to you by Deformed Chimp Lady.
So that
We're sorry.
when you push it into the girl and pull it back out, it hurts.
This podcast is brought to you by Papa John's. I don't like Papa John's. It stinks.
Is this going to be the whole podcast? Just fake
Brought to you
sponsor?
by...
Brought to you by.
This podcast brought to you by Bookshelf.
Dot
Put
org.
books on top.
We hold shit so you don't have to.
This podcast brought to you by my stinky finger.
It holds shit so you don't have to.
This podcast is brought to you by Al Qaeda.
No, you can't.
This
That's too much Al Qaeda jokes.
Does Al
This
Qaeda
podcast-
still
This
exist?
podcast is brought to you by Ghostbusters 3, which is going to be really unfunny because it's going to be filled with
Because
unfucking-
Dan Aykroyd's writing it. Yeah, I said it. Dan Aykroyd's a fucking
Did
creep.
he write it?
Look it up.
Did he write it?
Probably. He's a
being
fucking
made by
creep,
those
dude.
people who made Bridesmaids. It's gonna have that big fat one, and she's gonna make fat.
Oh, God,
jokes all the time.
Wait, Bridesmaids.
Jenny, that's not
People kept telling me to watch that.
It's I don't know her name,
I heard it was kind of
but she
gay.
sucks, and everybody thinks she's funny.
You sexist pig.
I know. Should we just start this again?
All right, so since Corey's not here, let's talk about Corey for a little bit.
All right.
Stop.
We didn't really introduce ourselves.
Okay, welcome to Sleepy Cast. This is Chris and Jeff and Stamper and Zach.
We should, you know,
Good enough.
hold on.
Those are the laziest. Welcome to Sleepy Guys. This is Chris, Jeff, Stabber.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to Sleepycast, your weekly source of ugly freaks making you laugh.
Get off the stage,
Okay, we got a heckler in here, obviously. I don't know how he got in. I'm Zach.
I'm Stamper TV.
I'm
.org.
I'm Chris.
.com.
My name's Jeff, and I also go by Johnny Utah. Also, Keanu Reeves' character in the movie Point Break. I don't live in Utah. Thank you.
That's all. It's all a lie. Look up Point Break.
I don't like people at every fucking month on Xbox. Some guy's like, "Are you a Mormon?" No.
Oh, because of Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do they do in Utah?
I don't fucking know.
Call
I don't
yourself
live in
Johnny
Utah.
Nice Mountains
Johnny Nice Mountains.
or
Sounds like a
Johnny
weird sexual innuendo.
Johnny
Yeah, like
Occasional
you got,
Cougar.
Johnny
got
Magic
big plump
Underpants.
titties.
He's got big tits.
Johnny Mountains.
Johnny Mountains.
Sounds like a porn star name.
Well, my name is Johnny, and I have big titties.
That works.
Go on, Zach. Tell us what's another little book of yours.
I have your deepest, darkest secrets. This is actually your book, Chris, which looks identical.
This is my diary.
Today, which is today. Me gay, me suck penis, ha ha ha. Oh no, Stamper come in, me go now.
How are you?
Why did you write that down?
How are you even reading that? I wrote that in like my own symbols.
Yeah, it's your real language. Dude.
How did you know my
It
language?
shows your face with a dick coming in and the Stamper walking in and you putting the book away.
How are you reading that?
I'm a savant.
Okay.
Yeah, an idiot savant.
No, a cool one with a big dick and a cool fast car.
Count these toothpicks, bitch.
Big fast car savant.
Big fast dick car.
Okay. Anyways.
Let's talk about dead animals.
Okay.
All right.
Did you ever, obviously, we're gonna sound like assholes, but
Yeah.
you know, kids are young, they don't really have a concept of life and death. Did you ever do anything when you were younger where you hurt an animal, like maybe an insect?
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
I didn't do it, but you want to hear a sad story?
Yeah.
One time after school, I was waiting to get picked up, and my friend Kevin was standing around, and he saw a little caterpillar on the ground, and he was like, "Hey, watch this!" And he picked it up, and he got a pencil, and he poked out the caterpillar's eye with it, and I felt really, really, really
Poked
sad.
out its eye?
He poked out its eye.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I know, it wasn't fun. Sorry, I'm after bumming at the podcast already, but it did happen. You know what, I'm gonna beep out his name too.
Oh, he's not gonna care. Kevin, you're a fucking monster.
Yeah, it was, no, he's a nice guy now, but that was like the saddest thing I ever saw. The end.
I shot a seagull once. I felt really horrible about that.
You shot a seagull?
Seagulls are worthless though.
Yeah, we had this. This is. I don't even know if you could do it anymore. But we used to be able to go to Walmart and buy
Like guns?
like no like BB guns?
You can still do that. Yeah, you can buy pellet guns.
But
you can
like
buy
the
BB
ones that you
guns.
put the cartridge, the CO2 cartridge in, that like you can really do damage with
But
it.
you could buy shotguns, like not shotguns, but you could buy like actual guns at Walmart.
We got into so much fucking trouble with that gun. There was 3 times that we got in the because it looked real. First of all, the first time we got into trouble with it is because I was in the car with my friend Polo, and he's sitting in the passenger seat, and there's a minivan in front of us, and there's like these 2 grade school kids in the back window, like making fun of us, and he's like, "Man, fuck those bitches," and I was like, "Dude, they're just kids."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, fuck them," and then he pulls a gun out, and then he's like pointing it at him, and then they went apeshit, and you could see him silently going nuts in the car, right? And then I get up, and he's like, "Ah, it was so funny." And then I get up to the light, and then the van like stopped all the way behind me, right?
Yeah.
And then I went over to Polo's house. It turns out that she held back there to get my license plate. And then my dad called my cell phone. He's like, "Son, get home right fucking now." And I was like, "What?" And then me and Polo went back to my dad's house, and there was cops all over the place.
Like several?
Yeah, and then they interviewed us separately, and they interviewed him first, and they were like, and then he came out and he was like, "Don't tell him fucking anything." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I got your back." And then I went in there and I was like, "It's a fake gun. We got it at Walmart, and we already got rid of it." Actually, that was the last story. That was when I actually disposed of it in a pond like I was a fucking...
Like you just killed somebody?
Yeah. I was like, I gotta get rid of this thing. It's a toy gun from fucking Walmart. But as far as the animal story goes, like, again, we were sitting in the car. It was always in my car. And it was like, "Hey, see if you can't shoot that seagull." And I was like, "Okay." And then I just did it. And it got him right through the neck. And he was like, "Eh!" And then we plopped over like a bag of shit. I felt so fucking horrible. I got out of my car and went over to the seagull. And I picked him up. I picked up his lifeless little body. And it's so weird because their necks in real life are only like 2 inches long. Well, not when they're dead. But when I picked up his body, his head dangled and his neck stretched out like a spaghetti noodle. His neck was like a foot long. And then I ran to the veterinarian. I was like, "Fix the bird." And the whole time, his head was like flopping like a slinky. And then I passed it over to the vet, and the vet was like, "What do you want me to do with this?" I was like, "I don't know. Can you fix it?" And she's like, "It's dead. I'll see what I can do." And I know she just took it to the back and threw it in the trash. But I felt so horrible after doing that.
Just get a trash can. Just
Oh,
big,
God.
It was like dangling around. Like,
That gun was so fucking powerful though. The third of those stories was I was with my friend. It's not like it fucking matters. But he was like, "Give me that." He got the gun, and then he pointed it as we were driving by. He pointed at the back of an SUV, and he shot the window.
Is this the same guy?
No, this is a different guy. This is Antoine.
Okay.
So he pointed at the back of the SUV, and he cracked off one shot, and the window turned to, it just like crumbled. I've never seen anything like that
This is a
before.
movie car or just a parked car?
No, just a parked car. It didn't pop a little hole in it. The entire
Exploded
thing exploded
to like powder.
into powder. Yeah, the whole back window broke into little chunks, like no bigger than, I want to say like grains of rice. That's what it looked like. But the whole thing just crumbled into. I guess it's like a preventative measure. So if you wreck your car,
Oh, so it's
you don't get
glass.
shot. Yeah. So if you bust a window and break into a car, like for the most part, you can touch the glass because it crumbles. They're not like window shards that cut you.
It's not like a window glass or door
That's
glass
like,
or something.
whenever you see videos online of people like smashing into windows, that's always what happens. It always turns into like little individual grains.
Yeah, like little pieces of It was so weird. It was like, I would love to see a slow motion of like the
window smashing.
ruin that guy's fucking day.
Wow.
Chris, what about you? Any,
Those guns have to be illegal now, dude. I swear you could really do some damage.
you
Well,
can buy real guns at Walmart.
You
Like,
can.
real guns.
See, this was in Virginia. Like I know in like Colorado, you used to be able to go in there and get shotguns.
I'm pretty sure you can get rifles or something like that now.
You could run into, in the Midwest especially, you could run in there and pick up like you've been 10 minutes, you could walk out of there with a gun, like a gun.
Kill somebody, immediately.
In Virginia, I think they just sold the, I don't know, they're called like air guns or something.
Airsoft,
like that.
right? It's not airsoft because airsoft is like pellets.
Yeah, but these are like metal BBs that are like shot
So it's
out
like a
with
high-powered BB gun, basically.
Yeah, a CO2 cartridge. They were like insanely powerful. The sight of that seagull plopping over is burned into my mind.
See like haunts you.
Chris, did you have any stories?
I told you about the caterpillar, but you know.
Oh, sorry.
No, but I had another story with the same guy. I used to go over to his house, but one time he found like a bunch of daddy long leg spiders. They're little tiny ball-bodied spiders. Yeah, but I remember he used to bring me over. He'd be like, "Watch this." He'd like pick off all their legs and put the little balls on the table all next to each other.
And then you sit there screaming and
they're just sitting like they're just little balls now.
That's like decapitating your friend and holding their head next to somebody else's head and like making.
That would be like me cutting off your head, but your head stayed alive and you couldn't do anything.
Even though these are insects, I still feel like this is worse than what I did.
What did you do, Jeff?
I didn't do that, by the way. But yeah, go on.
I'm going to clarify something real quick because I was just thinking when I went inside and dimed on my friend. I know people are like, "Oh, you dimed on your friend." Whatever, man. That lady had us dead to rights. She was like, there was a gun and there was like 3 witnesses. So I went in there and told her flat out it was a toy, a fake gun.
Well, I'm sure that it was a real gun. You were threatening kids. You probably would have got a lot of trouble.
Because I know he probably went in there and he was probably like, "I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I'm going to keep my mouth shut." But this is going to get me in trouble. Yeah. I cleared the air really quick. Those guys were out of there in 10 minutes. I was like, I didn't tell them shit, man. We're good.
Jeff, what horrible shit did you do?
I've killed one animal in my life, and I feel justified and even, dare I say, a hero.
What happened?
You were a hero.
It was a woodpecker terrorizing my parents' house.
That doesn't sound like something that would terrorize.
It was destroying my parents' house.
Oh, yeah.
Putting holes everywhere.
It was running around like...
We hoped it would just go away, but after weeks of this, I eventually just had to pull out the BB gun, and I nailed that little fucker right in its head, right between the eyes.
Sorry, I had one more story. I just remembered.
Oh.
They fucking trash your property, though.
I've got a good story.
And they're annoying as fuck.
Yeah, and they're loud, and yeah.
The fucking woodpeckers.
There was just no other option. He's causing like hundreds of dollars.
They're known for pissing people off. Okay, but sorry, another good story is one time when I was younger, I was at my mom and dad's house, and there was a rat that kept eating out of their bird feeder, and the way our kitchen, like, it overlooks the bird feeder, so it's like a big-ass window bird feeder, and there was always this rat who would always climb up it and start gnawing out of it. And one time my dad, like, stuck his head out the window and started, like, shaking his fist at the rat and being like, "Get off of it!" And the rat would
shook his fist at the rat?
I swear to God, and the rat would look at him and be like, "Whoa!" And he'd just keep on eating the bird feeder, right? So my mom was like, she called her brother Jimmy, and he came over with a shotgun, like, which was kind of overkill now that I think of it, but he came over with a shotgun, and we had all my little cousins, me, my mom and dad, and all our uncles and aunts just looking at the window at this rat eating out of a bird feeder. Well, my Uncle Jimmy, like, snuck up on it with the shotgun, and he pulled the trigger, and there was just like a wave of blood erupted onto the windscreen, and everyone screamed, and that was it.
Yeah, I think blasting a fucking rat with a shotgun's a little extreme.
No, I know, but it was really...
You could hit it with a pellet gun in the eyes.
I don't know if it was a shotgun or if it was some kind of rifle, but...
You could throw a rock at it.
It was a big old gun, and it fucking exploded.
I remember when I was a kid, I had a BB gun.
No, he did that. No, that's what I'm saying. The kitchen window overlooked like the...
12? And I love animals, but for some reason I saw a frog one time, and I just wanted to see what happened. I shot it with a BB gun, and I thought it would die. It's one of those things where it's not right, but you're a kid, you just kind of want to see how it react.
Yeah.
And it did die. And I was like, fuck, and I felt even worse because it started hopping around. Oh. Long story short, it took about 70 or 80 shots for me to kill it. It did not take 2 or 3. And I kept having to go back, get more BBs and reload it, and I was like really bummed out.
Why didn't you just step on it?
I'm not going to step, because I step on it, you know.
Why are you just shooting it with tiny fucking beads?
What else are you going to do?
Kick it into the ditch and move on.
Shotgun and fucking blast this frog in the face?
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, that still makes me sad to think about it to this day.
Have you guys ever hit an animal with your car accidentally?
One time I hit a monkey.
No, like something that's true. A true story.
No. What do you think it's not true? You think I did hit a chimpanzee on the way to Wawa? It started screaming and I kept driving?
Oh, right next to the monkey crossing?
Yeah. It's a huge problem.
I feel like I have hit an animal with my car before. Nothing big enough to...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I've run over dead animals before.
I was in the car with my uncle once and we hit an owl, and I still remember the terrified look on the owl's face because he flew right into the windshield and just exploded.
Oh no. You killed the mascot to the website.
He just flew straight at the window, and last thing I saw was his little owl face crushing in slow motion, and then it was just feathers and a big smear on the window.
I'll tell you something terrifying, though, I saw. Because I kind of grew up in the country. Somebody's dude in a pickup truck, he hit a deer head on in front of my house at night, and we went out there, and it was just this pickup truck in the middle of the road with this lights on, and this deer it wasn't even dead, it had all 4 legs were broken, and it was flailing around. All 4 broken legs flailing in every direction. And I was like freaking the fuck out. I'm like, this is like
Nightmare.
Yeah, this is a nightmarish like Silent Hill game before that game existed.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. Like, that's what you come up on in the fog in Silent Hill. You just see arms flailing first.
It's just this horrible like single light on this thing in the dark, flailing around. But it died. But the funniest part was, before anybody even had a chance to pull it off the road, some other dude in another pickup truck came by, and he's just like, "Hey, you guys were gonna eat that? You guys want that?"
Well, it's still alive?
Dude was dead. It was dead, and everybody's like, "No, you can have it." And he just grabbed it and threw it in the back and drove off. Cool. I mean, I guess it was good. I guess the meat was good. Saved him a day of sitting in the woods.
He probably had a shitty day hunting. He came back and he was like,
yeah, I mean, it wasn't like that abnormal, but it was just kind of funny, just how casual it was.
It's actually pretty cool that he did that instead of just letting it sit there and rot.
Yeah, so.
And you could have like a cool deer skull to hang on.
It was only half a tragedy, I guess.
That's like a cliche. You gonna eat that joke?
You gonna eat that?
Broken legs flailing all around.
What if he was like, you gonna blow that? You were like, nah, man, help yourself. And he was like, oh, thank you. He ran over. And the deer's still alive, flopping and
What if you breathed life into the deer by doing that, like in the Green Mile?
Oh, and the deer got up and he was like,
face.
thank you, my son. Ran away.
Good. Damn.
Chris, you know what a frogget is?
A frogget?
Yeah, it's a type of, it's not a frog. It's basically this Midwestern animal. It's like a rabbit, but it looks kind of weird.
Okay.
I think I've seen one of these.
Let me guess, it's
kinda
brownish
beige.
gray.
Beige.
Yeah, beige.
Okay.
Anyways, these things were, hopping around all over the yard. One day my old man gets furious. What are all these ancient froggets doing all over the place? He screams. I say, oh man, calm down. You listen to me. He hits me. I'm freaking out. He grabs a mallet, a huge hammer.
Like a Gallagher mallet. A Gallagher mallet?
Yeah, starts smashing these things everywhere. My neighbor comes out and says,
poking up at a gopher hole.
yeah, smashing them. Their heads are exploding. My dad, the mallet's probably 10 feet big. Anyways, he smashes all these, cooks them and fries them next day.
Didn't you say that your neighbor came out?
Oh yeah, he came out too, and he was like, nice job, nice smashing. My dad was like, thanks.
Smash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he make frogget soup? That's good.
No, he was allergic to it. He would have died. Oh, my dad?
Oh, yeah.
My dad hated the frogget soup. Everyone in the neighborhood hated frogget soup.
But,
so he made this soup that no one ate?
Yeah, exactly. We had the slogan, frogget soup is for faggot soup. Didn't make any sense, but it was catchy.
but Zach, you know like what happens when you eat frogget soup? You have ugly kids. It retains your sperm and makes...
He didn't eat it, though.
That's true.
Are you sure?
You sure you're not lying?
You have to eat it at least like
The ugly neighbor ate the frogget soup, but you think he's so ugly it would cancel out and have a handsome kid?
You know how I know you're lying?
Because you're ugly.
Because you can't make soup with froggets. You can only make stew with froggets.
Fine, it was a frogget stew.
Okay. Yeah.
I would never though. I'm not brave enough because it does have a liver like a blowfish where it's like if you have the wrong part inside, it poisons like the whole thing. So
it throws the whole thing off.
There's a poison sack inside.
Yeah. That's why you have to pee on the bodies after you smash them, or else
No, the pee. Yeah, it's funny enough. Peeing. I always hate seeing guys pee on them.
Pee on these dead
it's the only
froggets.
way.
I heard that if you wear gloves while you're handling a frogget, it like disrespects you and does a little war cry.
It's true.
Oh, you have to skin their front legs. You could eat their back legs with the skin on, but you have to skin their front legs because they're like poison dart frogs.
Yeah.
They have their little blue front legs.
They have those little war packets that swell up with poison.
When you capture them, you have to put your finger in their ass to stun them if you want to skin them, you know what I mean? they get frozen and feel like a cat, then you can skin them.
And twiddle your finger
Yeah,
around.
If you bend your finger down, their mouth's open.
Yeah, it's like a puppet.
Then you put in your wiener.
You could if you wanted to.
And you can fuck them.
I never stick my dick in a frogget though.
Me
They're
neither.
biters. They're like teenage girls with braces. You just
Nobody
don't
said
want
that you had to put it in their mouth.
They bite, but like...
Oh, that you go in through their butt and your dick comes out of their mouth and then they bite
Yeah,
down
you
on
do
it.
double team, yeah.
They've got like those gross little gums that don't really hurt, so you're fine.
Yeah, the fact that they have no teeth makes it a lot easier to fuck their mouths while they scream.
You gotta be careful not to get poisoned though.
Yeah, because he tries to reach up and grab your dick with his little poison.
You gotta smack it away. You gotta say, no, stop.
Where was this story going?
I just wanted to say my dad used to smash these froggets every day.
Okay.
He used to go frogget smashing every day.
Frogget smashing.
Where you going, darling? Don't worry about it, honey. That's what he'd say every morning. Every day I heard that when I
I
woke
used to
up.
hit him.
He didn't even have a job. That's just what he did.
But I destroyed all our badminton rackets hitting them.
Wait, what?
I like
I
badminton.
used to
Badminton
hit
was
froggets
fun.
with badminton rackets.
Yeah.
I always destroyed the rackets. So.
That's a really bad way
My
to
dad would come up to me and be like, boy, can't play badminton
Black
now.
guys,
I'm
you
like,
black
I'm sorry.
How come all your parents sound like that?
I don't know. Boy, no killing froggets, nah. Where's our badminton set, boy?
Do you guys have any good pissing the bed stories?
You have any good alive animal stories?
I saw a live animal.
I saw a deer once. It was beautiful, majestic, eating berries
And he fucked it.
in a field. Baby deer.
I don't know. Whenever I see an animal, I just,
If you were writing a letter to a deer, how would you start it?
oh, shut up. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Don't be mad.
What was your question, Zach? You said
Yeah, when I was 7 years old, probably 8, I'm not gonna make the age lower so I can make myself feel better.
I always think it's funny how people remember, like, when I was 6 years old, and blah, blah,
I
blah.
wasn't 6.
My
but
all my memories were hazy until I was 8.
You'll know why I remember this one.
I don't remember shit.
You'll know why I remember this one. When I was 7 or 8, I had a birthday party, and I had a bunk bed, and I had a bunch of Pepsi. My friend slept on the bottom bunk, and the next morning, turns out, I pissed off my friends on the top bunk, and I'm not joking, it dribbled down, and my friend woke up and said he felt something splash in his face, and he woke up. And it was my pee. That is a true story, by the way.
Yeah.
I never lived that down.
Not your friend anymore.
I have something nearly.
Did he come back over to your house?
Maybe more embarrassing.
No. Because I peed on him, dude. He woke up with pee in his face like he was in a cave.
He was never your friend anymore.
No, because I peed on him.
Did you apologize?
Sorry for peeing on you. He said, I want to hear it.
Sorry for peeing on you.
Your pee went through your
I
mattress.
pissed so much, it soaked through the top layer of the bed and dripped down onto this guy's face.
I bet at the time though he was like,
How was he sleeping for your wiener to be lined up with his face?
what are you talking about? It would seep through the mattress, it would spread out evenly, and then it would start raining down like a square.
Yeah, he felt something touch his face and he was like, oh, and he woke up and it was,
This is at a birthday, you said?
it was my birthday.
You had some cake though, right?
The other guy felt some doo-doo splatter on his face too. He wasn't happy with
No, but
that.
if you had some cake, then the guy you peed on would have some like cakey pee.
Yeah.
Cake pee?
Yeah, pea cake.
Your pee tastes like birthday cake.
So he was like, yeah.
I put a candle in his mouth after I peed inside of him, and he was like, thank you. And I blew it out.
Put a little candle in his pee hole.
Yeah.
You blew it out.
You could have easily played that off and said that that's the only thing you wanted for your birthday. You could have leaned down and said, gotcha, like it was a prank that you peed on him.
And he'd be like, why am I coming to pee? I'd be like, because you don't get it.
Oh, you're not cool enough to get it.
I'll tell you my worst birthday memory. I was a little kid. I guess I was like, I wasn't even. I don't know. I was like 6 or 7, and I got like a television or Pong or something as a kid, and my parents invited. I had all these kids over from school and down the street, and the one girl down the street, she was at the party, and we played Pong, and she beat me, and then I threw a temper tantrum, and I ran out of the room.
That's more embarrassing.
I think so.
Did you kiss her?
Because I should have fucking beat her at Pong. It's a man's game.
That's hilarious.
She kicked my ass.
Little tiny Jeff.
Yeah. I was like, I ran out of the room.
I love when you're a kid how trivial your fucking problems are. You go into your room
pissed.
and punch your pillows. Pong! Pong! Fuck her!
Anyway,
Let's talk about... What would you do in the apocalypse? If the world ended, what would you do?
I would run from Batman, hide in basement, and
I would
eat
build a
cereal.
Thunderdome first of all.
You do what?
You guys
I'd
know
find
what a
Mel Gibson
Thunderdome is?
Oh, from Mad Max?
Yeah, it's a big metal cage with weapons on the side, and 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. That's the rule.
Now, would you be the guy who enters, or would you be the guy who looks over it?
Oh, I'd run it. I'd run the thing.
Jeff
You
is
guys
on
are
top
just,
of it,
you know...
Yeah, I'd just, I'd be like the promoter.
Let's suppose you're the leader of the free world, Jeff.
Yeah,
Who do you put against each other? You can pick anybody you want to.
in the Thunderdome,
Yeah, anybody in the world.
Adam Sandler versus
Adam Carolla, the two Adams.
Adam Carolla,
They
yeah.
stage up.
I don't know.
Finally, after all these years of tension.
You really didn't pause on Adam Sandler. It just spilled out of your mouth like sweet, sinful molasses.
I would give the other guy a few extra chainsaws on his side of the Thunderdome.
Jeff was just going by alphabetical order.
I put Rob Schneider with Jenny McCarthy so you can get rid of the anti-vaxxers together, kill each other.
The worst people.
The Rob Schneider?
You think Rob Schneider's the worst person in the world?
They're the worst person in the world.
You really believe Rob Schneider's the worst person in the world?
I know for a fact there's someone out there right now who's like cutting off a kid's head and like fucking the neck hole.
I'm sorry, did that person star Deuce Bigelow too? Thought so.
Oh my god.
Prove me wrong.
I like Rob Schneider.
Fuck Rob Schneider.
He's completely harmless.
You know, he's only guilty as being the most successful, worthless coattail rider in the world. He's basically coattail rid Sandler into his $1 billion success.
Yeah, but he always plays like weird, foreign, creepy guy, like weird stereotype. It's like, I am at a, you know.
They make cameos in each other's movies all the time. I wouldn't say that.
It's a pretty one-way street. Rob Schneider pretty much makes all the cameos in Adam Sandler's movies.
Yeah.
I can't imagine seeing Adam Sandler.
What are we talking about? Rob Schneider? Is he a friend of yours? Who gives a shit? It's Rob
I like
Schneider.
Rob, all right?
Oh, really?
You don't like Rob at all. You said that if Rob Schneider was at a party, he'd be the one guy you would not talk to.
Right now, people are raising an eyebrow at you, Zach, because it's all pro-Hitler this, and I love Hitler that, and fuck Rob Schneider. He's the worst
I don't love
person
him.
ever.
I think he's a cool guy. There's a difference.
Oh, shit.
Isn't Rob Schneider Jewish?
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
He's one of those Jews who looks like a Jew, too.
He's one of those fucking big dirty Jews with a huge fucking.
Yeah, he's got that gross Jew hair, and my name is Zach Hale.
Mike Stamper, fuck pussy! Yo,
Stop
bitch!
it. Stop. That's slander, and I don't appreciate it.
Jesse Pinkman, too. Near the end.
Yeah, it was Jesse Pinkman, bitch.
No! Mr. White!
Jesse Pinkman,
Let's
bitch.
smoke marijuana!
That was the weirdest Jesse Pinkman I've ever heard. Jesse Pinkman, bitch.
He doesn't say bitch, he says betch. It's like B-E-T-C-H. Betch.
Jesse.
Stamper.
Underrated that you guys have seen that you think I should share with the audience here. That they-
Underage girls.
I feel like there's so many things that underage girls get enough credit.
They are underrated.
From some, you know, questionable people.
Like, not everyone's into them.
You ever saw Obama come up and say, hey,
I mean,
underage girls,
maybe
give me
like
some of
your
that.
olives and popping cherries, I guess, right?
In a world where underage girls will be plentiful and
Accessible for everyone, despite your social class?
Unbreakable.
well, I got an idea. Let's write a story on the fly, and I don't know, maybe somebody can animate it. Zach, you start with a sentence, I'll continue it, and then we'll do a round robin until the story's over. Go.
A man looked at the toilet bowl.
And he saw a reflection of his wife.
He turned to her and he said, "Wife, I see you in here. What is this?"
And then, because she wasn't a reflection, it was her actual head, she just went, glub, 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 glub.
As he said, that makes me fucking horny.
And then he dipped his wiener in the toilet water, right into the reflection of her mouth.
When he pulled out his wiener, her mouth was attached and he spun it around really fast.
The head?
Yeah, it was like around his wiener.
Alright, well then he had to spend the next 3 hours cleaning his bathroom because the blood went in a perfect circle from her neck around the entire bathroom. Walls, ceiling, and floor.
5 years later, the man still lived with her head on his penis attached forever.
But he was a millionaire because after the whole blood incident, an art critic walked in and he was like, "I like what you've done with the place," and bought just his bathroom, sectioned it off, and put it in an art gallery in New York. Sold for millions and millions.
He used the money to buy a broomstick, which he put his wife's head on, and she lived again.
Hold on. Keep going.
And he carried her around to sign autographs at Comic-Con.
And then when he was done with her, he stuck her in
Comic-Con, New York.
to scare away little kids on their way to school.
One of the little kids he scared away, though, gave him the fuck me eyes.
You and your fucking kids and their fuck me
He
eyes.
was in a committed relationship, so he pointed the broom at the kid with the wife's head on
Have I
top.
said before the podcast, if I said kids give me fuck me
You
eyes?
say that a lot, Zach.
We cut that out of all podcasts generally. You say that in every podcast.
It's true, they do.
Stamper, what would you do if you were changing a baby's diaper and he was giving you the fuck me eyes?
What would you do?
I don't know.
This is it, bro. I bring it up because it's an epidemic of these kids going around to give you all these adults fuck me eyes, and the adults feel conflicted.
They don't know what to do. They just get confused.
That happens to me daily.
Alright, so
I'm man enough to walk
the
away.
baby was giving you fuck me eyes. Would you fuck it or make it or go on a
I'm
skate
not a
first?
disappointer.
That's why you panic in public, because you're looking at these kids and all these schizo voices. You
Everywhere
have.
I look, these kids are saying fuck me. I say no. You know.
That's
Bite
why
their
our,
lips and give you the fuck me eyes.
that's why our house has a blue dot.
What?
Watchdog.com is a huge fucking red dot.
What are you talking about? Oh, I know. Sorry, yeah, that thing.
The pedophile website called crystaldeal.com. The biggest pedophile organization on earth.
He's like, I find pedophiles because I'm one of them. I infiltrate.
My room is a green dot, and your room is all red dots.
Dude.
What?
Your pedophile headquarters.
No, my room is a green dot, and you were all red dots.
Green
Corey's a black dot.
Green means like level 1 dangerous pedophile.
No, it means safe. Moving on.
They need a new TV show where it's like, you know where the plots are normally like, to catch murderers, we have to get a murderer. When it's like, to catch pedophiles, we need to find a pedophile.
What do you think like a pedophile? It's just fucking kids. They're like, I think I know.
They get their little mustaches going.
Yeah.
Start combing over their hair.
If I was gonna find some kids, I would go here, and there's like Hans Zimmer music playing, like dum 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 dum. This is where all the hottest kids are. Just wait.
Whenever I think of pedophiles, I always think of them in like those 80s sweaters.
Pedophiles.
80s sweaters?
You know those whenever you see like a headshot of a pedophile like in prison or whatever, they always have like the comb over, the little stash, and then they got big fat titties and the sweater.
They always kind of look like Ned Flanders, but with a thinner mustache.
They've got like these 80s sweaters.
You never see like a handsome, ripped pedophile that's just like really handsome and muscular and works out a lot and has a high protein diet, and yeah, he's like, hey, I'm a pedophile.
There was just a
you never look at a picture of a pedophile and go, really?
Yeah.
That guy?
It's always
look at him.
Dirty looking dudes.
Yeah, it's always like these sly looking, like, you know, they're just hiding in bushes. As we speak, they're in the bushes.
They're in the bushes right now.
Waiting for that school bell to ring.
You know that guy Brian Peppers, the fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a pedophile.
Was he really though?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Somebody they found his like criminal records.
Objection! Conjecture! Just because he looks
No, he
weird.
didn't look like a pedophile, he was a pedophile. Like that picture of him came from his arrest record of him being a pedophile.
I think the story.
He fucked so many kids, he started fusing into them. That's weird.
They started taking their DNA in.
I think he like pinched a nurse's ass when he was just like dying and sick in the hospital or something. It wasn't like this. It didn't sound like.
Yeah, all the Peppers are going on pitchy asses.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, people are so impressive. If there's a weird guy somewhere, they're like, you know, he's a pedophile, right? Most people wouldn't even think twice, and they just start saying it too. And
Michael Jackson's a good example.
There was a Hollywood dude that just came out as a pedophile.
Oh, the Dad from Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. I've never seen that show, but I've seen him in
Was it
other
that
stuff.
show or was it a different show?
I think it was Seventh Heaven.
he came out of the closet as a pedophile?
Well,
You know, like his wife, he went to therapy and confessed it.
Yeah,
And his
therapist.
wife recorded and released it to TMZ.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
What the hell's TMZ?
It's fucked up on both ways because he fucked kids. That's fucked up.
He admitted it to her, and then she made him go to therapy, and then they recorded him telling this shit again.
Wait, no, he actually did it, or
No, there's a big difference. Was he fucking kids or looking at naked
Here's
pictures
what,
of
here's what
kids?
happened. He showed his erect penis to kids, and they were like, okay.
So he wasn't fucking kids. He was
He
just a
fucked kids.
weirdo when it came to kids.
He pulled out his penis a couple times.
Which doesn't make it right.
He took a relative's little girl and put her hand on his dick.
That was the worst account, but that's fucked up.
That's still pretty bad.
But then there was also the father from Beetlejuice. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He was a
The
pedophile
guy
too.
from Ferris Bueller.
Then once you look at him, you're like, of course he was a pedophile. Look at him. Just look at him. It's like, how did we not see this before?
One of those really good directors is a pedophile too. What's his name? The guy who did The Pianist.
Yeah, no, what's his name? Yeah, you also did this movie, The Ninth Gate, which is really not very good, but I watch it.
Oh my god, you know what? The Ninth Gate was a great movie up until like the third act.
Yeah.
In the last like 15 minutes, that movie totally derailed,
But
man.
it was pretty good up until that point. I liked it. It was an interesting mystery.
Maybe in the last few minutes of directing, he was like, I'm really horny.
And then he went off to find some kids and then left Johnny Depp all alone to finish the movie.
What was his name again?
I know what you're talking about.
There's tons of pedophiles in Hollywood, though.
What's his name?
It doesn't matter. Pedophiles everywhere. There's 2 in this room right now. Can you unravel the mystery on this week's Scooby-Doo?
Who's that pedophile? It's Jeff.
How did you guys know I was horny for kid butts?
I just look.
Stay tuned next week.
I just draw little faces on my dick with magic marker, and I'm like, hey.
You squeeze the dick away?
Yeah,
Strangle it.
So it's like you're literally jerking off a kid.
Yeah.
It's just like...
I strangle my dick until it turns purple, and then I'm like, I stick
be
my
really
dick in the
funny
dirt, and
tattoo.
I'm like, all right, well, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Never
That'd be
mind.
really funny if like you got a little happy tattoo face in your dick.
That'd be, we think like a. What if you went to a tattoo parlor and you said, listen, I'm gonna get.
Why are you so serious? Listen.
Because this is a good idea. Not for me though.
Okay.
What if you went you said, listen, I'm gonna get really erect, and I want you to do your best to tattoo my dick and make it look like a little baby.
Like a baby?
A little baby or a little kid, like a little fetus baby.
Probably that
Would the tattoo guy be like, yeah, I'll do that?
if you give us a certain amount of money, but the problem would be if that guy could never get a partner again.
My dick already looks kind of fetusy. Looks kind of
I
like.
think cops would ever see that and be like, just throw him in jail.
Wait,
for that.
no. A lot of dicks look like that.
There's a lot of weird women out there, man.
A lot of dicks. What do you mean a lot of dicks look like that?
Dicks look fetusy to begin with. They're kind of veiny and fucking pink.
You look at a lot of dicks?
It looked more like
Yeah,
a
look at
fetus
my
if
dick.
it was limp.
Oh.
Do your guys' dicks curve to the side?
Yeah.
No.
Mine does.
What are you talking about?
It curves to the side.
Mine's kind of bendy like a banana. It's kind of curves
Crooked,
upwards.
broken dicks.
Mine zigzags. Are you telling me your dick doesn't curve to the side?
I'm sure it has a bias to one side
And you're-
slightly, but
That's what I'm saying.
It
You're
doesn't
fully
bend.
erect.
No, mine doesn't
Normal.
fucking do a
When you're
90 degree.
flaccid.
Yeah, it does.
angle.
Come on, you have a fucking, someone took a hammer and smashed your dick sideways, and that's why it's like that.
Stamper, we've talked about this before.
This is a safe place, Zach. Just because his dick points north.
Stamper.
You guys have like the dicks
No,
that go straight
wait.
out or that go straight up.
Straight. Mine bends up a bit.
Some people have erections that kind of go out. Mine goes up.
Yeah, mine curves outwards
I
and
would
then
touch
goes
my belly
up.
button.
Yeah, that's what mine does.
Mine follows the Earth's magnetic field slightly. That's all.
Stamper.
You could actually supposedly elongate your penis by cutting the tendon that makes it go up, and then your dick hangs forward more.
Oh.
Or you can just pull on it really hard and rip it.
I think cutting any tendon is a bad idea.
Yeah,
Stamper, you told me that when you take a poo, your balls hang into the water.
they do.
Okay, right. So if that's true, right?
You have long fucking balls.
No,
never had
but
that
listen.
happen.
If that's true, then that means that your balls are longer than my dick.
What?
That means your balls are longer than my dick.
His dick is much longer than your dick.
His balls are.
No, when it's really hot, yeah, my balls hang in the water. When I sit down on the toilet, I have to cup the side of my balls
my
and hold
God.
my balls out
That's
of the water.
weird though, because like.
That's why I keep telling you guys to flush the fucking toilet, because I don't want to dunk my balls in your shit piss
You
water.
need to fucking get your balls looked at because they're not supposed to be that long.
That's a really long.
Your balls are.
How long is the actual sack?
Balls are
from
so
there to
long,
there?
dude. Because
When it's really hot, don't your balls sag like
A lot.
like a fucking pit bull?
yeah, like that's what balls are
Dude,
designed to do.
They're not like 5 feet long, dude.
Yeah.
Look, they graze the top. They don't dunk in the water like I'm bobbing for apples.